Good evening, everyone. Can you guys write in the chat if I am audible or not? Please write in the chat. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Can you guys write in the chat? Hello, hello. Yeah. I'm audible, right? What about my screen? My screen is visible. Camera is not visible, right? Why? So let me see the camera also. Visual webcam, it is working on my side. Okay. Hello, hello. It's no video. Yeah. That now video is there, right? Yeah. Let me check again. Let me do the setting on, right? Yeah. Now video is there, right? The screen is visible, right? So, so guys, sorry because yesterday we are not able to complete the whole control statement because there was some issue in my system. So I've changed the system now. So I think most probably today we will not face such kind of issue again. So guys, okay, great. So what we will do today, the agenda is what? First, we will complete the ATM machine project. Okay. After that, we are moving toward the array list. What is this array? Okay. How we can create an array in Java. And after that, we will see some questions related to array. And after that, we will be moving toward the searching and sorting techniques. Right, everyone? Yeah. Great. So 1 minute. Let me share my screen, right? Everyone is clear like what question we have discussed yesterday, the ATM one. Should I again repeat that question? Please write in the chat, guys. If you want the question again, okay. The ATM one question, guys. Should I again repeat that question? Mm, Yes, okay, great. So we will spend 10 to 15 minutes on that question so that our selection statement is clear. And after that, we will moving toward the array. And in that array itself, we will see how we can use control statement also, right, everyone? So those who don't have any idea about the control statement, they will get the idea in the array itself. Okay. So share my screen. Please let me know whether my screen is shared or not. It is shared, right? Yeah. So the question was, we have to create a ATM machine, right? ATM machine we have to create, right? In the ATM machine, what we are doing, we have three options that we have to credit the amount in the bank balance. Option two is there. We have to debit the amount from the bank balance, and we have the initial bank balance, right? And in that bank balance, we have some initial amount. Let's assume the amount is 3,000 rupees. Okay. And in the debit part, when the amount you want to debit is greater than the initial amount in the bank balance, then you have to print what? You have to print insufficient fund, right? Insufficient fund on the output screen. And if this is not the condition, if the amount is less than equal to the bank balance, then you have to do the debition wala part, right? You have to debit the amount. And you have option three. Option three is what, guys? Option three is invalid option. If you have not chosen option 1 and option 2, then that will be the invalid option. Right, everyone? Voice are not clear. Can you guys confirm whether my voice is like, is there any background noise coming from my side? Please write in the chat. Yes or no, guys? Background noise? Okay, clear set. Yeah. So we have these three options, and yesterday we saw we can handle this part with the help of if as if. Right, everyone? Because we have more than two options available, and I have to choose only one option among them. Right? So we can use if else if to handle this part, and we can handle this part with the help of if else. Right? We can handle this part with the help of if else. No voice. Let me see. Well. Yeah. Now I'm audible. Yeah. Can you guys confirm whether I am audible or not? So now it is okay, right? Yeah. So let me share my screen again. Audible, right? Yeah. Great. So here, yeah. So we have discussed that we can handle this part with the help of if else if and this part with the help of if else, right? And to take input from the user, we can create the object of scanner class, right? We have discussed about the scanner class in the yesterday's session, right? Yeah. So let's try to code this part, right? So what I will do, I will go to the online compiler here, right? And here, let's write the code. That is again no voice. Okay, strange. Voice is there or not, guys? Please write in the chat if voice is there or not. Voice is breaking, sir. Let me see. Hello. I think it is audible, right? We can hear you. Those who are not able to hear me, can you guys please refresh your screen? Okay. Voice is audible, but the screen is not clear. Okay, let me share the screen, then you will get the clear idea. Right? Stop sharing, share the screen, right? Yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. It is clear now, or it is still breaking. Okay, all clear, right? So let's move to the code part. Let me see. The screen is not visible, right? Stop sharing. Let me see. Present the screen. Share the screen, and entire screen is here, right? Still, it is not visible. Give me 2 minutes, okay, guys? Give me 2 minutes. Let me see. Why it is not getting shared? Do you have assignment from yesterday class? 1 minute, guys. Okay. You, sir, you are audible, but I am not able to share my screen. Let me see why it is happening. Entire screen and this one. Okay. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Okay. Let me connect again because I think there is some problem in the screen side, right? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I'm audible, right? Great. So let me again change the area. Hmm. Okay, guys, give me 2 minutes, okay? Uh, Still I'm facing. Sorry, sir, I am late. No, you have not missed anything, okay? Yeah. online Java compiler. Great. Now I'm audible, right? Yeah. So let's again share the screen. This one. So here. Mhm. Great. So let's open the compiler part here, right? So guys, yeah, so we have to write the code, right? So let's start with the code part. That is, first let's print the message on the output screen. That is, enter one to add, right? We are basically writing the code for the ATM one, right? Enter one to add, two to debit, right? Here, and this is one to add or credit here, right? This one. And after that, what we can do, we can take input from the user, and in order to take the input from the user, we have to create the object of a scanner class. That is, scanner s is equal to new scanner, and this will be system.in, right? And after that, we will create a option variable. Okay, that is int option is equal to sc.nextInt to take the input in integer format, right everyone? After that, 1 minute. Yeah, so here I will check for the condition, that is if option is equal to 1, right? Then I have to do something, and that something will be what? I have to add or I have to credit the amount, right? This one. Else if I will move to option is equal to 2, and this time what I have to do, I have to debit, right, the amount from the bank balance, right? And we have the else part for the invalid choices, right here. So let's handle the option number 1. Option 1 is simple. So first what I will do, I will create a variable bank balance, right? And in that bank balance, let's assume we have 3000 rupees, right? And here what we will do, we have to add the amount, right? So first I will create a variable to take the input from the user ki, hey, how much amount you want to add in the current bank balance, right everyone? So in order to take the input from the user, first I will print a line here ki, hey, see out, enter amount you want to credit, right? You want to credit. And after writing this line, what we can do here, we can take the input from the user, that is int, okay, amount is equal to sc dot next int, right? So we will get the amount, and after getting the amount, what we have to do, we have to add the amount in the current bank balance. The current bank balance is what? This one, right? So let's add the amount here, and whatever result I will get, I will store that result inside the bank balance again, right everyone? Yeah, bank balance here. Okay, so we are done with the first part. Let's cover the second part also, right? So in the second part, what do we want? We want to debit the amount. So what, here I will write the message, that is enter the amount you want to debit, right? And after that, here what I will write, okay, here I will write a check ki, hey, if the amount you want to debit is greater than the current bank balance, right? In that case, what I will do, I will print a message on the output screen ki, hey, insufficient fund, right? Here I will write insufficient fund. Okay, and in the else part, if the amount is greater than the bank balance, then I'm printing insufficient fund. Else what I will do, I will subtract the amount from the bank balance. So we have some amount in the bank balance, and from that bank balance, what I will do, I will subtract the amount that user has entered, and whatever result I will get, I will again store that result in the same container. So what I will write here, I will write bank balance is equal to bank balance minus amount. And in the else part, what I will do, I will write a message that is, hey, system.out.println. Okay, and here I will write invalid choices, right? Invalid choices here. So we are done with the part, and at the end, what I will do, I will print the amount, that is system.out.println current bank balance, right? Current bank balance, and after that we have to print the bank balance, right? This one. So the code is simple, right? So we have option 1 to handle the add part. Okay, we have option 2 to handle the subtract part, and in the subtract part we are checking whether the amount entered by the user is greater than the bank balance. In that case, we are printing insufficient fund. Else, what we are doing, we are subtracting the amount entered by the user from the current balance, and whatever result I am getting, I am updating the bank balance, right everyone? And in the else part, I am printing invalid choices, right? So let's try to run the code and let's see whether we are doing correctly or not. But the code is clear. Yeah, please write in the chat if the code is clear. Also, we are getting some error, right? So here it is saying ki, hey, you have to import the package, that is import java.util.scanner, right? Okay, so let's run the code now. So here you can see we are getting a message that is enter 1 to add, 2 to subtract, right? So let's enter 1. Let's first add the amount. Okay, so here it is asking for enter amount you want to credit, that is option is equal to 1. It is true, and if it is true, we are inside the if condition, and if we are inside the if condition, this message is getting printed, that is enter amount you want to credit, right? So we get the message, and after that, here at line number 16, we are taking input from the user and we are storing that input inside the amount variable. So let's take the input, that is I want to add 4,000 rupees in the current bank balance. So we will go to line number 17, and at line number 17, amount plus bank balance. The amount is what? 4,000 rupees. The initial amount, that is bank balance amount, is 3,000 rupees. So we will get 7,000 rupees, and that 7,000 rupees will be stored inside the bank balance container, right? So let's enter this part, and here you can see we are getting the correct answer, that is current bank balance is 7,000 rupees, right everyone? It is clear? Yes or no? Please write in the chat. And let's again run the code. Okay, this time what I want to debit the amount, right? I know the initial amount is 3,000 rupees. Okay, let's enter the amount, that is 6,000 rupees. Okay, here 6,000 rupees. So you can see we are getting insufficient fund and no amount is debited from the current bank balance. Why? Because we have taken the option as 2. Okay, we have entered the option as 2. So first if condition is false, we are inside the second if condition, right? And we have written the code, that is the amount we have entered 6,000 rupees is greater than the bank balance. That's why we are getting insufficient fund on the output screen, and that's why no money is getting deducted from the bank balance, right everyone? Yes or no, if it is clear? Okay, anyone has any doubt till this point, please write in the chat. Okay, no one? So let's move to the third part, that is now we are covered this, that is we have covered the if else part, and in the else if part we can see we are using nested if else also, right everyone? We are using nested if else also, right? So let's move to the second part, that is array. Okay, when I am discussing the array, at that time I will explain you the iterative statement also, right? So let's move to the array part. So guys, can you write in the chat what is a array? Please write in the chat, guys. Let's see. Array. Anyone from the audience? What is an array, guys? Homogeneous, okay, data structure, correct. Array is a collection of similar data type element containers to store same data types contain. Okay, correct, correct. Everyone is correct here, right? Array is an object, yeah. Collections of data. Okay. So everyone is clear, everyone is correct. So what is an array? Array means we are storing the data in a contiguous manner and that data is similar, right? That data is similar. So everyone is correct. That is a collection of similar data type element. Collection of similar data type element, right? Data type element stored in a contiguous memory location. Memory location, right? So yesterday we saw how we can store variable. What happens when we are creating a variable, right? Some bytes get allocated behind the scene in the RAM, right? If we are creating integer, if we are creating int type of variable, then 4 byte will get allocated inside the computer memory. Similarly, if we are creating char, then 2 byte will get allocated inside the memory, right? And that memory can be anywhere, right? That memory can be anywhere. Okay, it depends where 4 byte is free, where 2 byte is free, right? Similarly, in array we are saying ki, hey, we can store similar kind of data and that data will be stored in a contiguous memory location. Let's try to understand that part, right? So what I want to store, correct. So I want to store, let's assume integer data, okay, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I want to store these data, that is integer data. I have to store. So I have to store 5 integer data here, right? Integer data here. So the first approach is what? First approach is what you can do? You can create 5 integer variable, that is int num1, 3, int num2, 4. Like this, you have to create 5 different integer variable, right? And you have to store the data. But what is the problem here? What is the problem here, guys? It is very difficult to manage, right? Here the data, like here we have only 5 data, so we can manage these 5 data. But if I have to store 1000 integer data, right, then it will become a very tedious, very complex task to write the name, to remember the name, and to debug the code, right, everyone? So that's why array is introduced. Array is saying ki, hey, when you have to store similar kind of data, you can use the concept of array so that it is very easy to remember also. So what happens here? Here we are saying ki, hey, we have to store 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So there will be the computer memory, right? In that computer memory, 2, 4, 5, okay, 5 block will get created, right? 5 block will get created like this. Okay, yesterday we have seen integer int occupies how many byte? It occupies 4 byte. And here how many integers we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 integer, right? We have how many integer? 5 integer. So 5 block will get created like this, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more 5, this one, right? And each block will be of 4 byte. Okay, each block will be of 4 byte like this, right? 4 byte. And there will be some starting address also. Let's assume the starting address is 700. So this address will be what? It will be 704 because one block is equal to 4 byte. Similarly, this address will be what? 708, 712, 716, 720. Right, everyone? The data we are using is in decimal format. The data that gets stored inside the computer memory will be in binary format. Okay, and the address is in hexadecimal format. Hexadecimal format. Everyone is clear till this point? Yes or no? Please write in the chat. Okay. Anyone has any doubt till this point? Anything you are not able to understand? Okay. So if yeah. So here, if we are saying ki, hey, we have to store 5 data, right? So what I can do, I have like different ways with the help of which I can create array, right? So the syntax is what? Either you have to, okay, syntax of array. 1 minute. Let me write the syntax also. Syntax part. So the first syntax is what? You can write the data type first. Here the data type, what kind of data I want to store? I want to store integer kind of data. Okay. I want to, okay, again all these things are in all these things are in binary format. Okay, Nikhil, you are getting that point? Yes or no? Basically the processing will be happening behind the scene, and they will read the data according to it, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, correct. So first I have to write the data type, what kind of data I'm storing. So here I am storing integer kind of data. So the data type is int here, right? After that, I have to write the name of the array. Let's assume the name of the array is ARR. After that, the square bracket, and inside the square bracket, I have to define the size, right? So here, I know the size, that is here the size is 5. I have to take, so I can create a 5 size array, right? And after that, I have to take input from the user, right? Input from the user, or what I can do, or I can initialize the array. Realization of fixed value, right, everyone? This one. This is the first way. That is, first I have to declare an array of 5 size, and after that either I can store the data in the integer format, okay, with the help of the input from the user, or I can initialize the array with some fixed value, right, everyone? This is the first way. The second way is what? Okay, second is way is what? We can write like this also, that is int, and after that what we have to write, guys? Please write in the chat. Okay, there are different ways, right? So here int ARR and equal to new int, okay, 5, right? This one. So guys, here this is a fixed size array, and this is also a fixed size array, right? This is a fixed size array, this is a fixed size array, but here I am using the new keyword. New keyword means the memory will get allocated inside heap. Okay, memory will get created allocated inside the heap, and here we are not having any new keyword. So here the memory will get allocated inside the stack. Okay, I'm not going deep into the stack and heap part. Okay, so go and explore that part by your own, right? So here you have to just remember that when you are using the new keyword, we have two kind of memory, that is the stack memory and the heap memory, right? So heap memory is very large, and whenever you have to store array, okay, whenever you have to store some object, then always prefer new keyword and always prefer allocating data inside memory heap, right? And when you have primitive data, that is primitive variables, primitive data type variables, that is int char, then you can use stack memory, right, everyone? Yes or no? So this is the first way and this is the second way, right? Yeah. So let's try to take input from the user, then you will get the clear understanding. 1 minute, okay? So here, uh, array is object, not a data type. If I think so, it is. Okay, correct. Khushi is correct here. The data type are integer, the data type are character. These all are data type, right? And with the help of the primitive data type, uh, we are deriving a array, right? With the help of integer, with the help of collections of integer, we are deriving array, right, everyone? So that's why if you will see, you have user defined data type, you have derived data type, and you have primitive data type, right, everyone? Yeah, correct. So let's create one array, then you will get the clear understanding. That is, let's take one array, that is int arr. Okay, new int. Okay, let's first create an array like this. So if you have to declare and initialize the array at the same time, declare and initialize the array, then what you can write? You can write integer, and after that square bracket like this, or you can write like this also, right? I have to see this part like this also, right? So here int array, and after that you have to write curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket you have to write the data you want to enter, that is 1 2 3 4 5, right? Okay, let's print the array. That is, in order to print the array, I have to iterate through it, right? That is, I have to use int I is equal to 0, I is less than arr dot length, right? And I plus plus, and here what I will do, okay, this one, let's write like this, because I have 5 data, so let's take the 5 data, 2 4 5, right? And after that I have to write system dot out dot println. Okay, I will explain this line also, how we can traverse the array and why I'm writing this line. Okay, that is arr of I, right? Let's see what output I will get. Yeah, so we are getting what? We are getting 1 2 3 4 5, right, everyone? We are getting the correct output. So why I've written this line? Let's see the first one, right? So what I am doing here, so what we are doing, we are declaring the array and initializing at the same time. So in order to declare the array and initialize at the same time, you have to write like this, that is int, that is a data type, what kind of data you want to store, array, and after the square bracket, and you have to like here you have to write the assignment operator, and in the curly bracket you have to give the data you want to store inside the array, right? Here I want to store 1 2 3 4 and 5, right? So this is the array, and what will happen, the moment this line will get executed, 5 byte will sorry 5 block will get allocated behind the scene, and each block will be of 4 byte, that is 1 2 3 4 5, right? So this one, and there will be some number, that is 1 2 3 4 5. So you have to visualize like this, this is your array, and there will be some index also, that is 0 1 2 3 4, right, everyone? 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so if you have to access this element, you have to write like this, arr of 0, that is element that is present at 0 index, right? After that, if you have to access, let's assume 2, then what you will write? You will write like this, arr of 2. So here what output you will get? You will get 1. If you will write like this, that is arr square bracket, and the index number, you will get the element, that is 3 here, right? Similarly you have arr, and let's assume 4. Okay, so you will get 5 here, right, everyone? So what we want all the element, right? We want all the element that are stored inside the array, that is 1 2 3 4 5, right? So here you can see we want arr of 0 also, arr of 1 also, arr of 2 also. Okay, we want to print arr of 3 and arr of 4. Okay, that is, we want to print all the element that are present inside the array. So guys, one thing you can notice, what we are doing, we are repeating our logic again and again. We are repeating this part, we are printing the element at 0 index, we are repeating again this part, that is printing again, printing again, printing again, printing again, right? Just we are changing the index number, right? So when you are repeating or you can say ki, hey, when you repeat, okay, you execute a logic again and again, okay, then you can use iterative statement, right? You can use iterative statement. We have different iterative statement, that is we have for loop, while loop, and do while loop, right everyone? So let's try to understand the for loop, right? So here we have to write the for keyword. After that, we have to define the initialization point. Okay, we have three cases. Let's discuss that part also. Those who are not having the idea of for loop, then we have the for keyword. After that, and when we can use iterative statement, when we have to repeat a part of the logic, when we have to execute a part of the logic again and again. So we have the initialization part, initialization. After that, we have the condition part, and after that, we have the updation part, right? Like this. And inside this for loop, we have to write the body, right? Whatever logic I have to implement here, right? So whenever you are writing the initialization part, you have to think what will be the start point from where my loop will start. Okay, this is the starting point of the loop, start point of the loop. After that, whenever you are thinking of the condition, you have to think, hey, how many times you have to execute the body of the for loop. Okay, when to stop. Okay, or how many times you have to execute the body of the loop, right? This is the updation part, that is after each iteration how much you want to increase, right? After each iteration, how many steps you want to take, right? So these things you have to keep in mind, and this will vary. The start point will vary according to the problem statement. When you have to stop, that will vary according to the problem statement. And after each iteration, how many steps you want to take, okay, that will vary according to the problem statement. So let's come back to the array one. So here also you can see, guys, I want to print the element starting from 0 index till the last index, that is 4, right? So I got to know ki, hey, I have to repeat a part of the code again and again, that is I have to print the element at a index 0 1 2 3 4, right? So I have the for loop. Okay, inside the for loop I have to write the initialization part. From where I have to start? I have to start from index 0. So what I will write here, I will write int I is equal to 0, right everyone? After then I have to write the condition. Condition means how many times I have to execute the body of the for loop, or you can say when I have to stop. So I have to stop when the value of I is greater than 5, right? Is greater than 5. So I can write like this ki, hey, the moment the greater than equal to 5, right? Greater than equal to 5. So I can write like here ki, hey, I have to execute the body of the for loop till the time I is less than 5. Or you can write like this ki, hey, till the time I is less than equal to 4. Right everyone? This one. After that, you have to write the updation part. Updation part means after each execution of the body of the for loop, how much you want to jump. So from 0 you want to jump to 1, right? From 1 you want to jump to 2, from 2 you want to jump to 3. So you are making a jump of one step, right? You are making a jump of one step. So here you will write ki, hey, after each execution of the body of the for loop I want to jump by 1, right everyone? Everyone is clear how you have to think about all the parts, that is the initialization part, condition part, and the updation part, right everyone? And here what I will do, I will print the value of the value of I have to fetch the value of array at 0 1 2 3 4 index, and I have to print. So here I will write system.out.println, and after that arr of I. Okay, in order to get the element at a particular index, I have to write like this, arr of I, right everyone? Everyone is clear till this point? Please write in the chat yes or no. Everyone is clear till this point? Please write in the chat. Yeah, clear. So let's see whether I have written the correct code or not, right? So this is the logic, and I have the array, this one. Okay, let's take the array also. That is this one. So we have the array, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in order to check whether you have written the correct logic or not, you have to make a dry run table. Okay, before executing the code on the machine, okay, before hitting on the run button, first, always, if you're a complete beginner, if you are at intermediate level, or if you are pro in coding, you have to dry run the code. Then you will understand ki, hey, how your code is working, and at the same time, if you are doing any mistake, you will be able to understand ki, yes, we are like, I am writing some different logic and this will not give me the correct result. So I have to change my thinking process. I have to think in some other direction. So for handling this part, you have to dry run the code. Okay, so basically whenever I am dry running the code, that is, I will dry run the loop part. Okay, so whenever you are dry running any iterative statement, that is for loop, while loop, or do while loop, right, you have three column, right? The first column is initialization one. The second column is the condition one, and here you can write updation one, right? And after that, yeah, this one, and here it will be your output screen, right? Here you will have the output screen. So what will happen? So first you will go to the for loop. Okay, from the for loop you will go to the initialization part, right? You will go to the initialization part. Here initialization part is saying ki, hey, I is equal to 0. Okay, I is equal to 0. After that you will jump to the condition part, and here the condition is what? I, that is less than 5. So here the value of I is what, guys? 0. So 0 is less than 5. Yes, 0 is less than 5. Condition is true, you will move inside the body of the for loop. Okay, the moment the condition is true, you will move inside the body, you will execute this line, that is ARR of I. The value of I is what? 0. So ARR of 0 is what? 1. So you will print 1 on the output screen. After printing 1 on the output screen, you will again, okay, you will have the curly bracket, so you will go to the updation part, right? After executing the body, you will go to the updation part, and what you are updating the value of I. So I is equal to I plus 1. The value of I is what? 0. 0 plus 1 will give you 1. So you will get the updated value of I, that is 1. After updation, you will again go to the condition part, right? You will again go to the condition part. Condition will be checked. 1 is less than 5. True. The condition is true. You will move inside the body. This time you want to print ARR of 1. So ARR of 1 is what? 2. So you will print 2 on the output screen, right, everyone? Like this. After printing, you will update the value of I, that is I plus 1. Okay, here the value of I is what? 1 plus 1 will be 2. After updation, you will jump to the condition part. 2 is less than 5. True. Again you will go inside the body, you will update the, like, you will print the value of ARR of I. This time the value of I is what? 2. So ARR of 2 is what? 3. So you will print 3 on the output screen, right, everyone? You will print 3 on the output screen, and after that you will go to the updation part. So here 2 plus 1 is 3. So you got the next index value, that is 3. After that, again you will check the condition. 3 is less than 5. Condition is true. You will move inside the body. You will print ARR of 3. ARR of 3 is what? 4. So you will print 4 on the output screen, and after that you will again go to the updation part, and here 3 plus 1 is what? 4, right? So again 4 is less than 5. Condition is true. You will print 5 on the output screen. You will update the value of I, that is 4 plus 1 is 5, right? Again you will go to the condition part, and this time 5 is less than 5, that is condition is true. The moment your condition is true, you will exit the for loop. Okay, you will exit the for loop, and you can see you are getting the right answer. You have implemented the correct code, and this you can see with the help of copy and pen also. Right, everyone? Yes or no? Please write in the chat if it is clear. Okay. Everyone is clear? How we can access any element? Okay. Tarun, I will come to that point also. Okay. So let's take one, two questions. Okay, let's try to understand array completely, Tarun. Okay, then I will give you the proper explanation ki ye why array is a class object and what is this class object and all. Okay, because it will confuse the other audience also, right? Tarun, everyone is clear, right? Shall we take the next question now? Now, guys, you know how you can how you can access any element in the array. That is, you have to write the name of the array. After that, in the square bracket, you have to write the index number. And the second key point, you are able to understand ki hey, index start from 0, right? Index start from 0. And the third key point is what? If you have to traverse the whole array, if you have to traverse the whole array, you can use loop. That is for loop, while loop, depending on the situation. Right, everyone? Depending on the situation. Correct. Khushi is correct here. Yeah. So this one. Great. Everyone is clear, right? And yeah. So guys, there is one method in an array, okay, that is the length method. Okay, basically array is an object, okay. Array is an object here. 1 minute, guys, let me see. So let's try to understand that point also, right? So what happens now? So you got to know about one thing, that is int ARR, like how you can initialize and declare an array at the same time, right? So there is one more way, that is you can write like this also, that is int 1 minute, this one, int ARR is equal to new int 5, right? This is the second way you can create the array, right? Here you are using the new keyword, and in the first way you are saying ki, hey, int ARR 5, right? So what I have discussed in the JVM, there is two type, like there is two kind of memory. There are a lot of memories, different kind of memories. Here we are focusing on the stack one. Okay, there is a stack one, stack memory, and there is a heap memory. Okay, again I'm not going into the detail. Okay, you have to remember two part, that is a stack is a fixed or a very small part. Okay, the size of the stack is smaller as compared to heap. Heap is a very large area. Okay, large area. After that, whatever variables, whatever uh, whatever data you are creating using new keyword, okay, using new keyword, that thing will get allocated inside the heap, right? That thing will get created inside the heap. So if you are creating an object using new keyword, okay, if you are creating an array using new keyword, that array memory will get allocated inside the heap here. Everyone is getting that point? So what will happen here? ARR, okay, let me again give you the correct visualization, then you will get the clear understanding. Okay, so let me rub this part, right? Yeah. So you can understand like this ki, hey, 1 minute, guys, right? Give me 1 minute. Let me see whether it is visible or not. Okay, great. So let's try to understand that part. You have a function. Okay, again, it will make a lot of confusion. So let's assume you have a object that is ARR. Okay, that is new int. Okay, and you have a variable int num is equal to 5. Right, everyone? Like this. So what will happen? There is two kind of memory, that is stack. Okay, and that is heap. Right, heap here. So you are saying here when you have the new keyword, that memory will get allocated inside the heap. So what will happen? 5 block, okay, 5 block, each of 4 byte will get allocated inside the heap, and there will be some address assigned to it. That is 700. This is 704. This is 708. This is 712 and 716. Let's assume like this, right? And in the stack, you have the name of the variable or the name of the object, that is ARR, and corresponding to that, this one, the name, you have the memory, right? So here you have the address part, that is you have the reference address here, 700, right, everyone? Like this. If you are writing int num is equal to 5, so this will be like this, num and 5 here. Okay, so for primitive value, for primitive value, you have the direct data here. Okay, for array, for objects, you have the starting address. Okay, because why you are having the starting address in the stack? Because new keywords create allocation in the heap. Everyone is getting something? Okay, it will create a lot of confusion, so I'm not going in the deep part. You have to just remember one thing: ki new keyword allocate memory in the heap. Okay, without new keyword you will get memory inside the stack. Okay, it is just the name, it is just the name. Okay, again, it is just the name. RAM is 1, right? You have the RAM is 1. In the RAM you have some area allocated to stack, you have some area allocated to heap, right, everyone? Yeah. It will be 2 hour session, right? So this will be about array and yeah, new keyword and without new keyword. So let's move to the second part, and this is a very important. Let's take one question here, right? So you have an array, this one, that is 2, 5, -3, 4, 6. So what you have to do, you have to write a program. Okay, write a program to count all the variable, sorry, to count all the element that have at least one greater element, that have at least one greater element in the array, in the array, right? So this is a program I have to write, right? Write a program to count all the element that have at least one greater element in the array. So let's try to understand that part. So here we have the array that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So for 2, yes, for 2 we can count 2 because there is element present that is greater than 2, that is 5 is present, 4 is present, 6 is present, right? So we can include 2 in the answer. Again 5, yes, we can include 5 in the answer because there is element greater than 5 present in the array. 6, right, everyone? After that, if you will take -3, yeah, -3 we can count. Why? Because there are elements present in the array that are greater than -3, right? After that, 4, yes, we can count 4 because there is 5 and 6 present in the array that are greater than 4, right, everyone? After that, 6, okay, we can't include 6, we can't include 6 because there are no element present in the array that are greater than 6. Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Please write in the chat. The question is clear. So you have to count all the elements that have at least one element greater than in the array, right? Clear question? Yeah. So if you want to try, you can suggest the approach now, right? Anyone from the audience who want to suggest anything, like how we can approach this question? By sorting the array. Okay, those who know about sorting, it is very good. Those who don't know, Yugesh, you know about sorting, right? Can you tell me, Yugender, sorry, Yugender, you know about sorting, right? We don't have to use sorting here, okay? I will tell you why. But we have to do this problem statement without using sorting. And Yugender, you are saying the sorting one. Can you tell me which is the best sorting algorithm? Like what will be the time complexity of that sorting algorithm, the best? Okay, we can use for loop here. Okay, we can use for loop. We can use nested loop, right? Okay, we can use nested loop. Selection sort. Screen of Mohar, you are saying selection sort, quick sort. Khushi, what is the time complexity of quick sort? And Mohar, what is the time complexity of selection sort? And there is Yugenda, right? You have set sorting algorithm. So what is the time complexity of best sorting algorithm? Okay. Yugenda is saying we can use no, nested loop also. Anyone else? Try to observe, right? You can get the answer without sorting also. Diane is saying, hey, you can, okay, you can take each item and compare with other items. Sorry, no idea, I just guessed. Okay, okay, no issue. And login. So everyone is having some idea about time complexity? Yes or no? Please write in the chat who don't have any idea about time complexity. So again, I'm not going into the detail or time complexity. You have to just remember time complexity is directly proportional to number of iteration, right? In the program, maximum number of iteration, maximum number of iteration in the program. And number of iterations means how many times you are executing the body of the loop. Okay, if you have let's assume you have one for loop, and inside the for loop you are starting from 0 and you are going till 5, or you are going till n, and each iteration you are increasing the value of I by 1, right, like this, and you are doing some task here, right? So here you can see you are executing the body of the for loop how many times, guys? Can you guys tell me what will be the time complexity of this program? Okay, this for loop. Anyone from the audience? N square. Yugender, why n square? It will be n, right? It will be n. Yes or no? Why it is n? I think, okay, so yeah. So why it is n, right? Let's try to understand this time. So guys, what will happen? First, the value of I will be 0, then it will be 1, then it will be 2, then it will be 3. Like this, it will go till n minus 1, right? It will go till n minus 1. The moment the value of I is n, you will be out of the for loop, right? So 0, you will execute the body of the for loop. 1, you will execute the body of the for loop. 2, you will execute the body of the for loop, like this till n minus 1, you will execute the body of the for loop, right, everyone? So can you guys tell me how many times I am executing the body of the for loop? How many times we are executing the body of the for loop? So we are going from 0, we are going till n minus 1. So 0 to n minus 1 we are executing, right? So if I will ask you ki, hey, how many numbers are present between 1 to 10 including 1 and 10? How many numbers are present from 1 to 10 including 1 and 10? It will be 11, right, everyone? It will be 11 or 10 plus 1. It will be 10, right? Yeah, it will be 10. Yeah. Yes, why 10? You can use the formula, this that is b minus a plus 1, right? So the value of b is 10 minus the value of a is 1 plus 1. So you will be 10, right? If I will ask you, ki, hey, how many numbers are present between 1 to 0 to 100, right? 0 to 100. You will say, ki, hey, I will again use the formula, and this time, how many numbers are present? 101 numbers are present between 0 and 100, including 0 and 100. So similarly, here also, how many times you are executing the body of the for loop? You are executing 0 to n minus 1. That is n minus 1 minus 0 plus 1 will be equal to n times. So you are executing the body of the for loop n times. And what we have discussed? We have discussed this part ki hey, time complexity is dependent, directly proportional to number of iterations. So here the number of iterations are what? N, right? For this for loop. So my time complexity will be what? N, and we represent this time complexity in big O of n. Okay, there are a lot to cover, like again I am giving you a gist of time complexity. Okay guys, why time complexity is dependent of number of iteration, what is this big O notation, there are a lot of things, right? Yeah. Okay, just like for this session you have to just remember this part, right? Okay, should I take one more example of time complexity and then move to the question? No, sorting is not covered, right? Guys, should I again take? No, everyone is clear, right? Yeah. So here, this one. Yes sir, yes sir. Okay, like in this question itself I will discuss the time complexity. Okay, also, right? So here you can see, write a program to count all the elements that have at least one greater element in the array. So like most of you are saying, we can use sorting algorithm, and the best sorting algorithm take n log n time to sort the array, to sort the array, right everyone? To sort the array, yes or no? Please write in the chat. Okay, so we are not going with this method, we will try to optimize the time complexity here. Okay, when I will when we will discuss about sorting, then we will see ki, hey, why it is n log n, why it is log n, and all, right? So here you can see one thing. Okay, again read the question, try to observe something. Write a program to count all the elements that have at least one greater element in the array. So if you will like if you are focusing on this part, you will get the answer in it, right? So I am including 2. Okay, I am including 5, I am including -3, I am including 4. But okay, don't jump to the sorting. Okay, again guys, don't jump to the sorting directly. Observe the question first, right? So here you can see why I am not taking 6. Why I'm not taking 6 into the consideration? Because 6 is the largest element, and if I have the largest element, then there will be no element greater than that, right? So I have to not include this largest element, right? Yes or no? Please write in the chat, yes or no guys. So somehow I have to find the largest element. Okay, somehow I have to remove the largest element, I have to not count the largest element, right everyone? Yes or no? Correct. So try to think again. Anyone? So now the question is clear, right? So first what I have to do? Okay, first let's find the largest element, right? If I am able to get the largest element, then my problem statement is very easy, right? I will find the largest element, that is 6 in this case. After that, again I will iterate through the array, and I will not include that element, that is 6. Okay, I will not include the largest element. Okay, not include the largest element in the array, right? And I will count only those elements that are not the largest element, right everyone? Okay, great. So let's try to write the code and then you will get the clear understanding. Okay, should I write the pseudo code here, right? Let me write the pseudo code here. So what we are doing, we are saying ki here, first step is what? We will traverse the array, and I observed one point ki hey, I have to remove the largest element. Traverse the array, find the largest element. Okay, find the largest element. After that, what you have to do? After doing this part, again you can traverse the array, and this time you have to count only those elements that are not equal to largest element, not equal to largest element. Okay, and you will get the answer, there is no need to do sorting, there is no need to do searching here, right? So what we have done, we have done some observation. We got to know when the moment I have written the question, and when I'm writing the explanation, then I got to know ki hey, just I have to ignore the largest element, right? And there is no need to do sorting and all, right? So let's try to write the code, then you will get the clear understanding. Okay, so here what I will do, let's take one array here, that is minus 1 2 5 6 4 7, and after that we have 9, and let's take one also, right? This one. So this is my array here. What I will do, first I have to find the largest element. So in order to find the largest element, what I will do, I will take a variable int max. Okay, I will initialize this variable with the minimum value here, right? So the minimum value will be what? In order to take the least, like in order to take the minimum value, the least minimum value, what you have to do, you have to use integer dot min value. Okay, integer dot min underscore value. So this will give you the minimum value, extreme minimum value here, right? Everything is clear? After that, I will traverse the array, and here I will write a check, that is, hey, if array of I is greater than maximum. Okay, in that case, what I will do, I will update the maximum, right? That is, max is equal to ARR of I. Okay, with the help of this code, what I will get, I will get the maximum element in the array. Okay, after finding the maximum element, what I will do, again I will use the for loop, right? And this time what I will do, I is less than ARR dot length, and this one, right? And this time I will take one variable to count how many elements are there, right? That is, int count is equal to 0. And here, if ARR of I is equal to count, right? If ARR of I is equal to count, that means sorry, yeah, this one, not count here. If ARR of I is not equal to maximum element, I will include that element inside the count. So I will increase the value of count, that is, count is equal to count plus 1, right everyone? And I'm done with the code. Let's run the code, that is system.out.println, and here let's print the value of count, right? Let's see what output I will get now. Okay, I have to write a semicolon here. So we are getting 5 here. Why? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, correct, we are getting 5 answer here. Everyone is getting that point? Anyone has any confusion in the whole code, any part, anything you are not able to understand? Here in this part, we are calculating the maximum element that is present in the array, right everyone? In this part, I am counting all the elements that are not equal to the maximum element. So if I will do this logic, I will get all the element that is having one element greater than the maximum element, right? What is ARR dot length? Okay, I am coming to that point also, right? But the question is clear, the answer is clear. Please explain. Yeah, I will explain. Can you repeat? Nikhil, what you are not able to understand? Should I dry run this part? Should I dry run the max element part, or should I dry run this part? Which part, guys? 1 or 2? Yogender, this was a difficult question. Okay, like you are answering this question in n log n, right? And you can see the best solution is n. So this is a like most asked question in the interview. So if you are telling him this answer that is a sorting one, then he will not be impressed, right? So why I'm discussing this question, because again it is not you have to use sorting, you have to not use searching. Okay, it is on the question, you have to observe the question, and according to that observation you have to write the logic, right? So again explain that part. So who is saying this? Aditya, right? So Aditya, you are clear with this part? That is, in order to solve this question, I have to find all the elements that have at least one greater element in the array. That means if I am removing the largest element, I will get all the elements that have at least one greater element in the array. Right, everyone? Right, Adit? So for that thing, I got to know ki, hey, first I have to find the maximum element. Okay, so here in this part I am finding the maximum element. After that, in this part, what I am doing, I am counting all those elements that are not maximum element. So if I will do this part, I will get all the elements that have at least one element greater than the maximum element, right? Clear? And here in the first for loop, we are iterating n times. In the second for loop, we are iterating n times. So n plus n is 2n. Okay, and if you know something about time complexity, then you have to like, you don't consider this constant factor, so it will be big O of n, right? Yeah. And this arr dot length is what it is. It is used to find the length of the array. Okay, if you have to find the length of the array, you can use arr dot length, right? You will get the length of the array. Please explain the minimum. Okay, let me run the code also, this minimum one, right? So what I have to do, I have to find the minimum element in the array, right? So what I am doing here, I am starting from int I is equal to 0, I is less than arr dot length, and it is I plus plus, right? And after that, I have one variable that is int max. Okay, and I'm initializing this variable with integer dot minimum value, right? And after that, here I am checking a line that is if arr of I is greater than the max. Okay, I am updating the maximum value, that is max is equal to arr of I here, right? This one. So let's try to understand this point also. So this integer dot minimum value means, let's assume it is minus infinity. Okay, you are taking the least minimum value possible, right? That is minus infinity you are taking, right? So here let's take one array, that is you have one array. Okay, minus 2, 5, 3 and 1, right? You have minus 2, 5, 3 and 1. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? So for the first time, the value of I is equal to 0, that is here. The value of I is 0. Okay, 0 is less than 4. This arr dot length will give me what? 4 here. So 0 is less than 4. Yes, it is true. I will go in the if part. In the if part, I have arr of 0 is greater than max. Arr of 0 is greater than max, right? So here the value of arr of 0 is what? Minus 2. Minus 2 is greater than max. The value of max is what? It is minus infinity, right? So minus 2 is greater than minus infinity. True, it is, right? So what I am doing, I am updating the value of max. That is, now I got the maximum value, that is minus 2. Till this point, till 0, my maximum value is what? Minus 2, right? After that, what I will do, I will increase the value of I. That is, this time the value of I will be what? It will be 1, right? It will be 1. After that, here again I will check arr of I is greater than max. This time the value of arr of I is what? 5. 5 is greater than max. The value of max is what? Minus 2 now. 5 is greater than minus 2. Yes, it is true. So you will move inside the if condition and you will execute this line. that is max is equal to ARR of I. So now you got the new maximum value, that is 5. Okay, so till this point the maximum value is what? 5. Okay, the maximum value is what? 5 here. So you will move to the next value, that is this one, right? This one. And this time you have 3, right? So 3 is greater than 5. No, it is not greater than 5. So till this point the maximum value is what? 5. Again you will check for 1. 1 is greater than 5. False. 1 is not greater than 5. So you got the maximum value, that is 5. Now it is clear? Everyone, please write in the chat. What is that integer dot minimum value? Okay, basically I have to find, Nikhil, I have to find the maximum value. Okay, so in order to find the maximum value, what I am doing, I am initializing with the minimum value possible, right? So at each time I am comparing whether this value is maximum or not, this value is maximum or not, right? So if I will take 0, then there may be some element present in the array that is less than 0, right? Let's assume like this: -2, -4, -5. This is your array: -2, -4, -5. So here if you will take max as 0, then here you can see the maximum value is what, guys? Okay, in this example the maximum value is what? It is -2, right? So that's why I'm taking with minus infinity, right? You can understand like this ki hey, you have a container, okay, and this container you have to take the least one, right? You have to take the least one, okay, and after that you have to fill the container, okay, so that you get the maximum water in it, right? So first time you filled 3 liters of water, okay, so like this. Here you have you can understand that part right now. Yeah, it is clear? Yes or no? Please write in the chat. Okay, clear. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so this time what I have to do, I have an array, right? Let's assume this is my array, uh this one, that is 0 1 2 3 4 5, right? And let's assume I have some element that is -2 5 6 8 7 4, right? These all elements are present in the array. I have to reverse the array, reverse the array, okay, and print the array again. Print uh, updated array, right? Print updated array. Everyone is clear with the question? Okay, so now it is your time. Okay, you can write in the chat any observation you can get, like how you can approach this problem statement. Please write in the chat, guys. Anyone? Okay, can you print max before for loop? You will get the, like, if you will see on the net now, you will get the actual value of max also, right? So let me print. So the actual value of this integer dot minimum value will be the least value of integer range. Okay, you have the integer range, right? That is from -2 into 10 to the power 9. So you will get something like this also, only -2 into 10 to the power 9. Let me print the minimum value here. System dot out dot print ln. Okay, and here we have max, right? Using the, okay, Mohar is saying he using the for loop. Okay, so Mohar, it is like you don't have to use any new array. Okay, without using any extra array you have to do this question. Tarun, you have to iterate. Okay, it is correct, but you have to store the answer. Okay, you have to store the answer. So you can see you are getting the value of maximum, right? Here you can see the value of maximum is what? Minus 2 into 10 to the power 9. Okay. New array is not allowed. Yeah. So you have to do this part without using any new array. I don't think sorting is needed. Okay. After this, I will explain you when you can need sorting, when you can need searching and all, right? Two pointer approach, swap I and ARR of I. Correct. You get this correct now? Got any clue? Yeah. So if you will see this part here, so what we are doing, we have this array, right? And we want answer like this. That is 4 here, 7 here, 8 here, 6 here, 5 here, and minus 2 here, right? So if you will carefully observe what we are doing, we are taking minus 2, okay, and we are storing this minus 2 at the last index, right? We are taking 4 and we are storing this 4 at the first index, right? So this will be the first thing. After that, we are taking 7, we are storing this 7 here. We are taking 5, yeah, we are taking 5 and we are storing 5 here at this point. We are taking 7 and we are taking like storing 7 here. So we are swapping these two parts. Okay, again if you will see this two, again we are swapping these two element. Okay, and here also we are swapping these two element. So if you will carefully observe, first we are swapping 0, 2 and minus 1. Second we are swapping 1, 2 and minus 2. Again we are swapping 2, 2 and minus 3. And here the value of n minus 1 is what? 5. Here the value of 1 is what? 4. Here the value of n minus 3 is what? 3, right? Similarly, we have to swap what? Yeah. So after that, 3, 2. The moment the value of this one, the moment this value is greater than this value, you have to stop because you have done all the swapping. You have done all the swapping, so you have to stop here. Okay. This observation I can make from this question, right, everyone? Yes or no? Yes. Everyone is clear till this point? How you have to observe the question. So what I've done, I have written the question. After that, I saw ki hey, I have to reverse the array. So I have written the reversed array. After that, I have noticed one point ki yes, I have to like somehow take like I have to somehow take minus 2 and put minus 2 here. And I have observed ki hey, I have to somehow take 4 and put here. So basically what we are doing the swapping part, right? So we can write the logic now, right? So here, let's comment this one, right? And after that, what I will do, I have to take two variable, right? In order to swap two element, I have to take two variable, that is int I is equal to 0, and the last element is present at which index? It is present at n minus 1. So int I is equal to n minus 1, and this n is what? The length of the array. So here I will take arr dot length, right? And yeah, I got the length of the array, that is int starting index, and this will be and index, right, everyone? After that, here I have to do that part, right? And here you can see one more thing. You are repeating the same logic that you are swapping 0 with 5. Okay, you are swapping element that is present at index 1 with 4. You are swapping element that is present at index 2 with 3, right? So you are swapping here also, swapping here also, swapping here also, right? So you are repeating a part of the code, you are repeating the logic again and again. So when you are repeating the logic again and again, you have to use loop, right? You have to use loop. Okay, so what we have discussed till now, we have discussed about the for loop, right, everyone? So you have to use the for loop or you can go with the while loop. Okay, but while loop is the better option as compared to the for loop. Why? Okay, again, you have to use for loop when your end point is fixed. Okay, end point is fixed, right? And here you can see your end, this is a start point, okay, and this is the end point. This is the start point, this is the end point, this is a start point, this is the end point. So here your start point is also changing and your end point is also changing. So it like what I do is like when start point and end point both are changing, then I use while loop. Okay, when end point is fixed, I use for loop. Right, everyone? Yeah. So what I can do, I can use while loop here, right? So here I will write a check that is while, and inside the condition I have to write how many times I have to execute the body of the while loop, right, everyone? So here, how many times? Here you can see I have to stop the moment. Yeah, this one. I have to stop the moment starting index is greater than end index. At this point, I have to stop. Right, everyone? Because at this point, I have done all the swapping. Yeah. So here what I can do, I can write a check that is here till the time starting index is less than end index, right? Till the time starting index is less than end index, till that time I will execute the body of the while loop, right? And after that, what I will do, I know the logic of swapping, right? That is, I will take a variable temp, okay, and I will store ARR of starting index. After that, what I will do, I will write ARR of starting index is equal to ARR of end index, right? And in the ARR of end index, you have to write 10, right? And you are done with the part. After writing, like after doing the swapping one, okay, swapping. After writing the logic of swapping, what you have to do, you have to increment the value of I, okay, that is the starting index. Starting index is equal to starting index plus 1, and you have to decrease the value of n index, right? And index is equal to end index minus 1. Yeah. So this part, and I'm done with the code. And now what I will do, I will print the element in the array. And in order to print the element in the array, I know what I have to do. I can use for loop or while loop. So here I'm going with the for loop, right? This one. And here let's print the array here, right? That is system dot out dot println, and we have the ARR of I, right? Let's see. So here you can see we are getting the correct answer, that is 19745 minus 2. So we have this element and we have swapped the element in the same array, right? Everyone is clear till this point? Can we do the for loop limit? You can do that part. Mohar, you can do that part. Okay. Code is clear, right? Okay. I think there's some mistake from the compiler itself. Okay. If you will run this code on the offline ID, you will get the clear ID, like clear answer here, right? Let me see why I'm getting this one. So now I'm getting the correct one, right? That is 19745 and minus 2, right? Yeah. So now let's move to the searching one. Okay. So let's first discuss searching, and after that we can discuss the sorting one, right? So sorting is not possible today, so we will do the searching one itself, right? So searching, right? Okay. Guys, can you write in the chat what all searching you know? Like when you can apply a searching? Please write in the chat. In which scenario you can apply a searching and why? Why you apply a searching there? First of all, how many kind of searching we have? We have two kind of searching, that is linear search, right? And we have binary search, right, everyone? Binary search. Okay. So basically what linear search means, okay, let's assume you have the newspaper, right? And in that newspaper, I have given you a task, that is you have to find a word. Okay, find a word cricket. Cricket in the particular page. Okay, in the particular page you have to find the word cricket. So what you will do, you will read the newspaper from the start, okay, and you will read each word, okay. You will check for each word, that is, this word is equal to cricket, 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 right? So you are searching in a linear way. You are going to each word and you are asking ki, hey word, you are equal to cricket or not, right? So you are doing linear search here, right? So this is about the linear search one, right? And if I will say ki, hey, you all use dictionary, right? So you have the dictionary, and let's assume you have to search for the dog, okay. You have to search for the dog, so you have the dictionary that is from A, B, C till Z here, right? So what you do, you open the dictionary from the middle or from somewhere, but let's assume you have opened the dictionary from the middle one, right? And at the middle, let's assume that the middle element is uh, K, right? Let's assume the middle element is K here. So at this point, at the middle point, you got to know ki this K, okay, is greater than the D, right? So what do, you don't search in this area, you don't search in this area. You will say ki, hey, I know D is less than K, so I have to search in the left hand side part. Again you pick the middle one, let's assume the middle one is this one, okay, that is G. Again you will say ki, hey G, you are greater than D, I will not search in this part. In the right hand side part there is no need to do the search, I will do the search in the left hand side part, okay. So you are searching on the basis of, okay, searching on the basis of some arrangement, okay. So here we have to kind of search, that is linear search, that is you are going to each word and you are searching there, okay. And we have binary search. Binary search means when some arrangement is given, okay. Again, those who are saying ki you can apply binary search in the sorted array, it is not true. Like it is true, but this is not the correct uh, this is not the correct way to identify the binary search, whether you have to apply or not, okay. You have to just remember ki you have to apply binary search when there is some arrangement given, okay. Some arrangement is given, and that arrangement can be your sorted, like ascending order or descending order, and or any arrangement, okay. So you have some arrangement given, and in that arrangement you have to apply the binary search, right everyone? Then we have to use the binary search concept, because in that one what we can do, we can go in the middle, okay. We can go to the particular index and we can ask a question ki, hey, whether to neglect the right hand side part or to neglect the left hand side part, okay. According to that, what we are doing, we are reducing the search space, okay, reducing the search space, right? Yes or no, right everyone? So let's try to understand this like with the help of a question here. So write a program, we have to write a program to search x is equal to 20 in an array, okay. If it is not present, I have to print -1. If it is not present, print -1, right? Print -1 here. Is it possible to do binary search without sorting? You can say, Tarun, ki binary search is applicable to the arrangement part, okay? So if there is no arrangement given, then it is, yeah, like you can apply binary search in the scenario where there is no sorting also, right? Yeah, but there will be some arrangement given. This will be the very important point, right? So I will take some questions in this session, and in the next session then you will get the clear idea ki when, like if there is no sorted data, then how I can apply the binary search, right, Tarun? So write a program to search x is equal to 20 in an array if it is not present -1. So let's assume this is my array, right? And here I have some element that is 1, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 20. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I will do here, let's first try to do this question with the help of linear search, right? Linear search means what? I will go to each and every element and I will ask ki, hey element, you are equal to 20 or not, right? That is, to this element you are equal to 20, to this element you are equal to 20, to this element you are equal to 20 or not, right? Similarly to 9, to 11, to 20. So we are going to each and every element, and when we have to go to each and every element, what we have to do? We have to use a for loop, right? So for int I is equal to 0, I will go to each and every element, that is int I is less than ARR of length, right? And I plus plus, right? And here I will ask a question ki, hey, ARR of I, you are equal to x or not, right? If you are equal to x, that means I found the element. Okay, that means I found the element, and what I will do, I will print system.out.println, I will print element present, right? And after this part I will use a break keyword. There is no need to search for any other element because I found the element in the array. Okay, and this one, yeah, this one. And what you can do, you can write a check here, like the moment you found the element, you can print element present, or yeah, or you can write like this also, that is this one. Okay, so you can take a variable flag and initialize with 1 or 0. Okay, initialize with 0. So the moment you are finding the element in the array, what you can do, the moment you are finding the element in the array, what you can do, guys, you can change the value of flag. You can say ki, hey, the value of flag is what? 1, because I found the element. And after that you can break, right? And after moving out of the for loop, what you can do, after moving out of the for loop, you can write a check ki, hey, if the value of flag is equal to 0, that means you have not changed the value of flag. That means this if condition is not true in any of the cases. So here you can write a system.out.println -1, right? Everyone, you can print -1. Else, if flag is not equal to 0, in that case you can print element is present, right? Everyone, you can print element is present. So let's try to write the code, then you will get the clear understanding. So here, let's remove this part and this one, and I have a, yeah, I have a flag, okay, that will check whether this is present or not, the element is present or not. I will take x is equal to, let's assume 7. I have to find 7 is present or not, right? And after that, what I will do, I'm using a for loop, and inside the for loop here I will write a check, that is, hey, if ARR of I, if you are equal to x, that means I found the element. That means what I will do, I will write flag is equal to 1. I am changing the color of the flag, right? From 0 I am changing to 1. What is the use of flag? The use of flag is what? Okay, it is like you can understand the use of flag like this ki, hey, this one. So this one here, you have to find something, you found something, okay, you have to tell, like outside the for loop, let's assume this is a for loop, okay, and outside the for loop you have to tell someone ki, hey, you found that thing. So what you are doing, you are taking a flag and you are changing the color of the flag. So first the color of the flag is green, okay, after that you change the color of the flag to yellow, right? So here, if the color of the flag is green, that means you have not found the element. If the color of the flag is yellow, that means you found the element. Similarly here also I am taking 0, and this 0 is indicating ki we don't, like, till this point I am not able to find that element, right? But the moment the condition is true, that means I found the element in the array. Absolutely is clear. And after that, what I can do, I can write a break keyword. Break means move out of the for loop. The moment you found the element in the array, that means there is no need to check for any other element, right? So here, this one. So I have -2, I have 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So first, let's assume I have to check for 7. So first I will go to 0. Okay, I will check -2, you are equal to 7. No, you are not equal to 7. I will move to 5. 5, you are equal to 7. No, I will move to 4. 4, you are equal to 7. No. 7, yes, 7 is equal to 7. So I found the element. The moment I found the element, first I am changing the color of the flag. I am making it to 1, right? And after that, I am using the break keyword. Break keyword means move out of the loop. Move out of the loop. So here, the moment you found the element, there is no need to do the check on the remaining element because you found the element here itself, right? So you will move out of the for loop, you will be here, right? So here you can write a, okay, you can write a if condition, that is if the value of the flag is equal to 0, then that means I have not found the element, that is system.out.println, and it is -1, right? Else what I can do, I can say ki, hey, I found the element, system.out.println, and here element present, right? Like this. So you are done with the code. Let's try to run the code and see whether 7 is present or not. So you can see we are getting the answer as element present in the array, right everyone? Yes or no? If it is clear, yes or no, guys? Please write in the chat if it is clear till this point. If it is clear, can you guys tell me in the worst scenario? In the worst scenario, how many times you will execute the body of the for loop? Okay. In the worst scenario, how many times you will execute the body of for loop? Anyone? Worst case. How many times you will execute the body of the for loop? Please write in the chat. And we have discussed time complexity is directly proportional to the number of iteration, right? Correct. Length time, right? So if the element is not present, or if the element is present at the last index, so I have to start from 0 and I have to go till the length of the array, right? So in the worst case scenario, I have to execute the body of the for loop how many times? Length of the array times, that is n times. So here the time complexity will be what? Big O of n, right? The time complexity will be what? Big O of n in this case, right? So this is the first part. So the second part is what? Let's try to see. Here you can see there is some arrangement in the code, right? There is some arrangement in the code. When you search for a word in the newspaper, then what is the disadvantage? You don't know about arrangement, right? Newspaper, you don't know about arrangement, so that's why you have to go to each and every word and you have to check whether that word is equal to the word you are searching or not, right? So if there is no arrangement present, then you have to apply linear search. Okay, and when there is some arrangement present, okay, you can think in the direction of binary search, right everyone? Okay, so here you can apply the binary search. Why? Because here the data is sorted in the ascending order. What is big O of n that you really said? What is this big O of n? So basically we have the time one, Mohar, right? We have the time complexity. If you know something about time complexity, it is very good. If you don't know, it is time complexity is used to compare the time of two programs. Okay, you have one program here, you have the second program here, this one. Okay, you have to program. If you have to compare the program, you can compare the program on the basis of time complexity and on the basis of space complexity. Okay, so basically what we do is like we calculate the time in terms of big O notation, that is big O of n. Okay, this O is what big O notation. Okay, and yeah, like only this thing I can tell right now, because if I will take, like, it is already 9 o'clock, right? And yeah, in the tomorrow session, if I have time, I will explain this part also, why time is dependent on number of iteration, right? Anyone? Why time is dependent on number of iterations and why time is not dependent? Like, we can take a stopwatch also, right? We can take a stopwatch and we can start the timer, and the moment I get the result, I can stop the timer. Why I'm not taking a timer? Why I'm not taking any external clock, right? There is a reason. There is a reason. That's why we are taking number of iteration. I will explain this part in the tomorrow session, right, everyone? Yeah. So till that time, let's cover this part also. That is the last one. Okay. So here you have the data, and this data is following some arrangement here, right? Let's assume the data is sorted in the ascending order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you have to find 5. You have to find whether 5 is present in the array or not, right? So first thing is what you can do: linear search. But their linear search, the time will be big O of n, right? The time will be what, guys? It will be big O of n. Array is which class object, sir? So basically, Tarun, the array is the object of a object class. Okay, try to search what is this object class. Object is the main class. Okay, it is the object of the object class itself. Okay, that is this one, object, right? So what we have to do, we have to find the middle element, right? Sorry, we have to find the element that is present in the array. So you can see, like, you can see you have the if you have to find any utensils, right? You have to find any utensils. What you do? You first go to the kitchen itself, right? If you have to find any book, you will go to the bookshelf, right? Bookshelf, right? So why you are going and searching in the kitchen, the utensil? Why you are not searching in the room and hall? Okay, because it is easier to find utensil in the kitchen, because there is an arrangement that is done in the kitchen. That's why you are searching in the kitchen first, right? Similarly, if you have to search for the book, you will go to the bookshelf, right? You will not see book in the kitchen, you will not see book in the hall, right? Because you are saying ki, hey, I like, there is a huge probability ki the book is present in the bookshelf, right? Searching is okay. Searching is easier when you have the data given in the form of some arrangement, right, everyone? Okay, and when you have the data, like when you have the utensils in some arrangement, when you have the book on the bookshelves in some particular arrangement, then you can reduce the time also of searching, reduce the time of searching, right, everyone? So similarly here also, when you have to search for any element in the array, first you have to see whether the element is having any arrangement or not. Okay, whether the array is having any arrangement or not. So here, yes, the element is having some arrangement, and that arrangement is what? The array is sorted here, right? And it is sorted in the ascending order, right? It is sorted in the ascending order. So I can think in the direction of binary search. Okay, then what is this binary search? Okay, so this one, right? This arrangement is given. So what you do with the binary search, you have to, like, you have the search. So basically, in the real life example, you are here, right? Let's assume Tarun is here, right? Tarun, you are here. So basically, you have the kitchen, right? You have the bedroom, right? You have the hall. You have to find the utensil. So Tarun, what you do? In order to find the utensil, you go to the kitchen. Basically, you are reducing the search space. You are doing what? You are reducing the search space, right Tarun? Yes or no? So you are reducing the search space, you are going into the utensil, like you are going into the kitchen. And when you are inside the kitchen, again what you will do? This one, this is your kitchen. Okay, so there, this is a section of jar. Okay, this is a section of glass, and this is a section of plate, right? And again, in the kitchen also, what you are doing? Again, you are reducing the search space. In order to search the plate, in order to search the element, the main motive is what, Tarun? The main motive is what? You are reducing the search space, right? This is the concept of binary search. In binary search, what you do? You reduce the search space. Okay? You reduce the search space here. Reduce the search space, right? Because why you are able to reduce the search space, Tarun? Why you are able to reduce the search space? Why? Because here you can see something is given in the arrangement form. Some arrangement is given. That is, you have the room, kitchen, bedroom, and hall. You have the kitchen. Inside the kitchen, again, there is some arrangement. Inside that arrangement, again, you are picking that element, right? So, what you are doing at the end? Okay, in the real life, what you do? You reduce the search space. Why you are reducing the search space? Because you want to find the element as early as possible. Okay, Tarun, what is your end goal? You have to find the element as soon as possible, right? So here also binary search also like use the same concept. Okay, what we have to do is like we have to reduce the search space, right? Okay, we have to reduce the search space. So basically what we do in order to reduce the search space, okay, if I have 0 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and 6, so what is the best chance? What is the best chance to reduce the search space? Anyone? If you are here, okay, Tarun is here, and like Tarun knows the starting point, Tarun know the end point, right? And Tarun has to find some element. What will be the best possible like reduction Tarun can do in this part? Anyone from the audience? Okay, let's assume Tarun has to find start from middle, correct? The best, like Tarun doesn't know, right? Ki 5 is present in here, here, here. Tarun doesn't know here, right? Tarun just know ki hey, starting point Tarun know. Tarun know the end point. Apart from this, Tarun like don't know whether the element is present at 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index, or 5 index, right? So Tarun will take a very like 50-50 wala part, right? Tarun will say ki hey, I will not start from 1, I will not start with 2, I will start from the middle, because this will be the best case scenario, right Tarun? So you will start from the middle one. Yeah, you will start from the middle one. And when you are in the middle, you will ask a question to yourself, right? Tarun is here. Tarun will ask a question ki hey, 3 you are equal to 5 or not? So here 3 is not equal to 5. So the moment 3 is not equal to 5, Tarun is getting two information. That is, the 3 is not equal to 5. This is the first information Tarun is getting. The second information Tarun is getting is 5 is greater than 3. Okay, 5 is greater than 3. So Tarun is here and Tarun is saying ki, hey, I got to know ki yes, 5 is greater than 3 here. So is there any need to search in this area? Tell me guys, is there any need to search in this area? If Tarun know this part ki hey, 3 is not equal to 5 and the element that Tarun wants to search is greater than 3, is there any need to search in the left hand side part of 3? Anyone? And the element are present in the ascending order, right? No, correct? because it is like a common sense, right? Because 5 is greater than 3, that means 5 will never be present in the left hand side part. So in the first go, in the first iteration, in the first go itself, what Tarun has done? Tarun has reduced the search space by half. Reduce the search space by half. Search space by half. Right, everyone? That is, for the first time, the search space is n. Tarun has to start from 0 and has to go till n. In the second go, Tarun is saying, hey, I have reduced the search space by n by 2. I will search in the right hand side part. Right? I will search in the right hand side part. Again, what will happen? He will find the middle element in the right hand side part. That is from this one to this one. Right? 4, 5, 6. So here, again, the middle element is what? This time the middle element is this one, right? Middle element is this one. Again, Tarun will ask a question ki, hey, 5, you are equal to 5 or not? Yes, 5 is equal to 5. Tarun got the answer. Okay, Tarun got the answer in 2 attempts. Here, Tarun got the answer in 2 attempts. And if he has to do the linear search, then he has to first iterate here, go here, go here, go here, go here. So here you can see how many attempts he has to take. 5 attempts he has to take if he has to start from 0. And here you can see in 2 attempts itself he is able to do that part. So whenever you are trying to solve the question of binary search, you have to keep in mind that is, there will be some arrangement given in the code, in the problem statement. If there is some arrangement given, you have to find the search space. Find the search space. After that, you have to, like, the best possible options you have to choose. That is, you have to go to the middle. And in the middle, you have to ask question whether I have to go to the left hand side part or I have to go to the right hand side part. Okay, and in order to go to the left hand side part or right hand side part, it will be dependent on the question to question, right? What type of question is asked here, right? So either you can go to the left hand side part or right hand side part, right? So let's try to implement the code also. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 is given, right? And let's assume this is my array, this one. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. What we are doing, we are here starting index, we are at the end index, we have to find, let's assume we have to find 3. Okay, whether 3 is present in the array or not, right? So what I will do, I will go to the middle part. At the middle part, what I will do, I have the starting index, I have the end index, okay, and I have the middle part, right? So for the first time, the starting index is 0, end index is 6, middle index is 3, right, everyone? So in the middle part, I will ask, hey, 4, you are equal to 3? No, false, right? So what I will do, I will not go in the right hand side part, I will go in the left hand side part. The moment I will go in the left hand side part, you can see the starting index will be fixed. You have to change the end point, right? So you have to go to n2. So now the starting index will be same, but you have to update the end index, right? You have to update the end index, that is, end index will be 2 now. And when this scenario will happen, when you have to move to the left hand side part, you have to update the end index by mid minus 1. And whenever you have to go to the right hand side part, you have to update the starting index by mid plus 1, right? So here 0 to 2. Again you will find the mid. This time the mid is what? This index, that is 1, right? The element that is present at 1 is what? 2. 2 is equal to 3. Again it is false. So this time you are saying ki, hey, you have to find 3. 3 is greater than 2. So this time you have to move to the right hand side part, and right hand side part means you have to update the value of starting index. So this time the starting index will be what? 2. That is, mid is what? 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 and index is 2. And again you will find the mid. The mid is 2 here, right? The mid is 2 here. So 2 is here, and at 2 the element is what? 3. 3 is equal to 3, and you found the element, right? You found the element, guys. and you can print the element is present in the array. And let's assume here you are not having 3, you are having something else. Okay, you are having something else here, and let's assume you are not able okay, here you have 3, let's assume. Okay, I've taken the very constant array, so 3 itself, right? And one more thing, the moment the starting index is greater than the end index, you have to stop. Starting index is greater than the end index, you have to stop, right? So let's try to code this part, and after that we will end the session, right? Because it is too long. 1 minute, guys, right? But everyone is clear, the idea is clear, guys. Okay, I will take one more question in the next session, then you will get the clear idea key. Without, okay, sorting, we can implement binary search. Okay, we have to just remember 3 points: starting index, end index, that is the search space arrangement is given, and at mid you are able to take a decision. If you are able to take a decision, and what decision you have to take, whether to reduce the left hand side part or whether to reduce the right hand side part. If you are able to take this kind of decision, that means binary search is applicable, right everyone? Yeah, so let's try to write the code, and after that we will be ending the session, right? 1 minute. So this will be the array. Let's take the array as 1, 3, 4, okay, 6, 9, right? And we have 13 here, right? I have to check whether x is equal to 9 present in the array or not. So what I will do, first I will get the starting index, that is 0. I will get the end index, that is uh, arr dot length minus 1, right? After that, here my starting index and end index both can change, right? And when my end index is not fixed, what is the best solution? Go with the while loop, right? So I will use while loop here, and here I will write hey till the time while starting index is less than equal to end index, till that time I will execute the body of the while loop, right? And here first I will find the mid, that is int mid is equal to starting index plus end index divided by 2, right? This one. And after finding the midpoint, what I will do, I will write a check key, hey, if ARR of mid is equal to X, that means I found the element, right? So here I will put flag is equal to 1, right? This one. And here I will take the value of flag as 0. That is flag is equal to 0 here. And after that, in the else if part, I will write key, hey, if ARR of mid is greater than X, okay, that is the element that I want to find is less than the mid element. That means I have to remove the right hand side part, I have to move to the left hand side part. That means I will update the value of end index minus 1, right? Sorry, mid minus 1. And in the else part, what I will write, I will write starting index is equal to mid plus 1, right everyone? So here mid, after that, if it is equal, flag is equal to 1, and I will break from here, right? I will break from here. Else if either I will reduce the right hand side part or I will reduce the left hand side part, right? And here let's write the check, that is if flag is equal to 1, that means element is present, that is system dot out dot print ln, and here element present, right? And in the else part, I will write ki, hey, element is not present, right? Can you guys write in the chat what will be the time complexity then? Not present, right? And here let's run the code. Let's see whether I'm getting the correct answer or not, right? So we are getting element present in the array, right? Let's take one more check, that is let's take 20, whether 20 is present or not. So 20 is not present here, right? So element not present in the array. Guys, this is about searching. This is about binary search and linear search. Okay, we know the linear search time complexity is what? Big O of n. But what is the time complexity of binary search? Anyone from the audience? Please write in the chat. Why we write because we have to tell Tarun, right? We have to tell Tarun ki which kind of data I want to store in the array. If like what is the main purpose of variable, right? We have to store the data, right? And in order to store that data, we have to tell something to the system, right? What kind of data we want to store and what size of the container will be there, right? You are getting that point, Tarun? So here, if you are storing the element in the array, you have to tell the system, right? You want 5 block each of 4 byte. So for that thing, you have to tell int like this, ARR. If you have to store character data, then you have to tell the system ki, hey, I want the character data. That means each block will be of 2 byte. You are getting that point, Tarun? Yeah. Log n. Okay. Hope you are able to understand this point, right, Tarun? And try to do a search here, like try to Google this part, right? You will get the clear understanding ki how this array is getting implemented from the, like how is array is related to the object class, right? Then you will get the clear understanding. Okay, see the documentation part. Okay, so here let's discuss the time complexity, and after that we will end the session, right? So here what we are doing, we have this starting point, we have this end point. Step one, we are going to the middle, and either we are reducing, like we are taking the left hand side part or we are taking the right hand side part, right? That is, we are either ignoring the left hand side part or we are ignoring the right hand side part. So in the first step there is n, okay, n search space available. In the first step there is n search space available. After that, in the second go, the search space will be reduced to n by 2. That is, let's assume you have, like the element is present in the right hand side part. So now you have to search in this part itself. And this part is what, guys? This part is n by 2. Right, everyone? Again, in this part, again you will find the mid. Okay, again you will find the mid part. And again you will take a decision whether to go to left or go to right. Right? Again, what you are doing? You are reducing the search space by 2. That is n by 2 by 2 is equal to n by 4. Right, everyone? It will be n by 4. In the second go, like in the next go, it will be n by 8. And this will continue till the point the value is 1. So what you are doing? You have this series, that is n by 2, n by 4, n by 8, okay, and dot 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 1, right? And this series is nothing but the logarithmic series, that is, it will be log n, right? How many, like what we have discussed, time complexity is directly proportional to number of iteration. Number of iterations means how many times I have to execute the body of the loop, and here I have to execute the body of the loop log n time, right? Here I have to execute the body of the loop log n time, right? So this is about the time complexity of binary search, right? So tomorrow we will take a session, like we will take 20 to 30 minutes on the time complexity part. And after that, we are moving toward the sorting one, okay? And we will try to discuss as many sorting algorithm as possible, okay, in the next session. But hope you are able to get the clear understanding of searching, right? The difference between binary search and linear search, right? Anyone has any doubt, you can ask in the chat. Till that time, guys, okay. Yeah. So here we have one program that is, let me introduce that program also, that is Java Interview Accelerator program, right? So you can accelerator program. Let's upgrade, right? So you can open this link and here you can get the idea about this program here, guys. Yeah. So here we have this program and here you can see the USP of the program. That is, we are having 3 mock interview that will be scheduled by the working professionals in the industry. Okay. You have 3-month data structure and algorithm training on Java. Okay. The language we are using Java here, and this will be live sessions. That is 120 plus hour of live learning will be there. After that, here you can see the biggest USP of our project program is this one. That is, we are having 3 months training. After that training, we will provide you the placement. And if you are getting placed, it is very good. If you are not getting placed, within 180 days, after 180 days, you will get the money refunded, right? So this is a very win to win situation, okay? Because your money is in safe hand and you are learning at the same time, and at the same time you are getting the guarantee of the placement also. Okay, everyone? Yes or no? Just what you have to do is, like, you have to give your best. You have to follow the curriculum that we have structured in the Let's Upgrade, right? You have to practice each day and you will get a placement here, right? And if you are not getting any placement by any mean, you will get the money refunded by ourselves, right? And here you can see the duration of the program, that is 3 months. Okay, the eligibility criteria, that is BTech or similar degree. If you have, you can enroll in this Java Interview Accelerator program. And here you can see the fees also, it is very less, that is 5,900 rupees. And in that fees, you are getting the data structure algorithm. Okay, you are getting the mock interview. Okay, you are getting the mentor sessions. Okay, you are getting the doubt sessions, you are getting the placement guarantee session, and at the same time you are getting the full guarantee of refunded, like money refunded, fees refunded here, right? And here you can see who all got placed from our team. Okay, from our portal, that is here you can see all of them. Like, most of you are getting 10 LPA package. Okay, and they are placed in good company, that is think 360 degree and Tiger. And here you can see entity data, right? And apart from that, here you can see you will get the certificate. What all we are going to learn will be the OOPS concept, JDBC, SQL, data structure algorithm, IntelliJ, and Java, right? And here you can see who all are going to teach you this program, that is people who are having more than 5 years of experience here, right? Okay, so they will be sharing you the knowledge, the experience they are having in the industry, what all kind of questions are asked in the Java interview. Okay, and how you have to approach a particular question. So everything will be discussed in this program, right? And you can download the curriculum. If you have any doubt, you can mail us on support@letsupgrade.in, right? And apart from that, here, 1 minute, guys. Let me see. So here, you can see the options for attendance, registration, assignment. So you can open this option here, right? And from this option, 1 minute, let me see this one, right? You have to sign in. Okay, let me sign in now. See this one. So here you will get the option for marking the attendance. So you have to mark the attendance. Your attendance should be more than 50% if you want the certificate. Okay, in order to get the certificate, you have to be, the attendance should be more than 50%, and you have to mark the attendance on time, right? Then only you will get the certificate. So here it will be out of 10 if you are lacking the session. Okay, if you are interested in our 6-month Let's Upgrade program, you can click yes. Okay, and in order to get the clear understanding of what we are doing in the 6-month Let's Upgrade program, you can go down in the description, and here you can see the link of the full stack data science and full stack web development program. You can go to this link and you can check what we are going to discuss, like what we are going to learn in the data science and web development program, right? And apart from that, here you can see, like, the nothing, like you have any suggestions, you can give the suggestions and mark the attendance, right? And about the assignment will be posted in some times. You will get the link of the assignment. You have to uh, take the link, solve the question. After solving the question, you have to upload the question, like the solution, on the GitHub, and you have to share the GitHub link, right, everyone? You have to share the GitHub link. Document on the GitHub. You can search that part on the Google. Hope you have the clear understanding of binary search and linear search, array, how you can traverse the array, and how you can problem statement. Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Please let me know if it is clear.
If you have liked this Essentials program, which is giving you a confidence that you can become a developer, this is just a starting. You can enjoy this learning for at least next 6 months and also become a full stack web developer or a full stack data science person and crack a job end of the day. If you are interested for that program, just go check out LetsUpgrade's full stack program right now from the website. What are the key features of LetsUpgrade's full stack program? 3 key features of LetsUpgrade full stack program. Number 1, you get to learn everything live by an expert coming in from an industry. So this expert is working as a day job, and sham ke time, evening time, this guy is going to teach you in your classes. This cohort is going to be of only 20 students at the max. So lots of focus is there on you to make you an industry ready developer, and you can get jobs in 150 plus partner companies that we have got, that LetsUpgrade has got, NPCI, Red Cross and various other companies. Now talking about the second feature, you get to build 15 plus projects. These 15 projects will help you get the confidence that you can be the top-notch developer at any company. Let it be the FANG companies or the MANG companies, or let it be any tier 2 or service-based or product-based companies. Third and the last feature, we have an amazing job board where on a day-to-day basis, we get 10 to 20 job descriptions, JDs, job applications being uploaded by companies directly. You can go ahead and check out those all jobs, apply, and we will go and get you prepared for that interview. So this is the 3 things, 3 big USPs of LetsUpgrade's full stack program. Go join right now. You can avail a 20% straight discount. The price of this program is 36,600, but you can get this program for 29,600 right now. Go check it out and let's meet in your batch 1, which is happening this Saturday. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.